All right, cool. Welcome back, guys. It's Friday. You know what that means. We got this recap going on. Same thing as usual. Just send your pairs if you want me to go over any pairs you will want me to go over. Ask any questions you have, and of course, I'm gonna go over my own pairs that I've traded this week. And this week was a really good week. I'm really happy with it. So, like usual, just give me a couple minutes while I send the link out to the community, and then we can get this live rolling. All right, let's get it. Oh, finally, comment search is working. All right. All right, it's all sent out. I'm gonna wait like 2 minutes so I can get like somebody here before I start. All right, let's get this rolling then. All right, cool. So yeah, the first thing I have on my list is EURUSD. I didn't really trade this pair too much. I think I only did it one time for my buy, and then the rest was like weird. So let me just get the date for the start of the week. I always forget. 22nd. All right, cool. So 22nd, 22nd, 22nd. All right here. All right, cool. So EURU. Oh yeah, this is the. Yeah, I missed this. I hate when candles go like this. All right, but yeah. So EURUSD. This is the day it opened up right on the support line. I really missed this pair right on 3 o'clock too because I really thought it was gonna go down at this point because it had a huge candle going down with force, broke the major level. It came back and then it just kept going up, which is weird. And I didn't have a good feeling. This was my buy. This was my buying option too, my very first buying option, and I would have been in good profit. I would have been like 60 pips up, probably get out somewhere around here because it's moving slow. But yeah, this is my mistake I did. I didn't look on the hour. Where did 22 go? All right, yeah, we're right here. All right, cool. So yeah, it wasn't my fault, bro. Like the buying option was there, and then it went on the hour. Yeah, I knew it was wrong. It was a better reason I didn't enter this trade. Yeah, it was just mad iffy to me. And EUR was very weak, and then USD was also weak as well. I guess USD was just weaker than EUR. That's why it just went up a little bit. But nonetheless, like it was an iffy trade. So I'm not really too mad I didn't take that trade. Um, just because I didn't get a nice rejection that I really wanted. Like this was just intertwining with each other on the hour. It did close above and then it just went up. But like at that point, I wasn't really feeling it at all. But yeah, I didn't even trade EU or USD. I think I got an entry, try to get an entry around here. Nope, bad time. It was somewhere on this line right here. A lot of resistance. So yeah, EUR USD didn't really do much. To be honest with you, I didn't trade this much at all. And then that it did a big rally up and then it just shot down. So this shoot down is actually going to set me up for the week coming up. That's why I'm excited for my Sunday pre-market setup because this drop it was expected. Like we didn't know the day or time or whatever, but I expected a huge drop at one point because at the same time, like it was very overbought. Like USD was very overbought. Oversold. Sorry, it was very weak. And they were just pushing every pair up that it had, like behind it, obviously. So GU pushed up. I'm gonna show you GU later. Not GU. NZD USD pushed up. AUD USD pushed up. Like USD was so weak this past 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Um, it just like really demolished every other pair. And then now we just had this big rally down. So now, like, I'll just give you a little sneak peek of what I'm looking for. Basically, it's coming to this resistance line right here, but it's not my buying entry right here. I want it all the way come down over here, like where it first started. Because initially I was gonna enter right here and then give me a higher low right on top of it. So that's why I got pissed. And then give me that. And then this was my like first initial entry, but I don't think it's gonna go down like past this. It's gonna do a double bottom hopefully, and then continue up so I can actually get a nice entry here, and then ride this on for how long it goes. To be honest with you, but yeah, like this was my only entry that I missed, and then I got an entry right here which failed obviously because it came down. I was up a little bit, but it came down. So yeah, these are the type of things you guys need to look for. Look for a good rejection because right here on EURUSD, even though it went up, like you don't want to get into the trade because at your buying option, like that's not a good way to trade. And plus, price was making lower lows and lower highs as it was going down too as well. So we didn't get proper market structure. We didn't get proper strength at the time, and it just went up. Like just went up, which is perfectly fine. Like we're chilling. We're gonna setting up for the next week coming up, and it's going down right now, which is good. But yeah, that's for EURUSD. I don't think anybody has any questions for that, so I can just move on. EURGBY I just added to my arsenal. I'm about to trade it this now next week. But let's go on to GBP USD. This is one of the pairs I actually traded pretty much a lot this week. I had a front run. In case you guys don't know what a front run is, it's actually entering on a Friday and setting up for a swing trade, a longer trade for the next week coming up. So I entered on Friday. Oop. So I entered over here, right? As soon as the market closed on the 19th, I was already in. The way you play this out is like if you make a high highs, high lows, and it ends up on a support for a higher low, then get in for that trade because 9 times out of 10 it's gonna open up at the support. Like 10 times out of 10 obviously it's gonna open up at the support, but 9 times out of 10 is gonna shoot up from that support. As you can see, it gapped up a little bit, and then the wicks filled it up, and then it went up 50 pips. So what had happened was, at least I was on broke even with this one. But at the same time, like I'm so pissed it didn't go up from here because I had the right idea and everything. It went up 50 pips. I was putting my stop loss to break even. And then it just shut down from this mid level. I'm like, yo, why? Like, come on, bro. At least you could have did something like this, make a higher high, higher low from the mid level. All right, cool. Boom, boom. As you can see, the last higher high was created and then continue up. But at the same time, like it didn't do none of that. It just kept going down. And I eventually broke even and I couldn't get another trade in, which I was very pissed about. I was very pissed about because this was a trade I was supposed to be in for the whole week. I would have been up a lot of money. I mean, let me just show. So from here, I think came all the way up here, 300 pips, and I would have had more entries as I went. But it's all good. I still got 5 entries as I went on. This was just my main one that I wanted to hold. But it broke even when I was sleeping and I woke up. It was under here, did a lower high, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not going to even trade this because lower high, I thought it was gonna make a lower low and made a higher low, and then it kept going up. So it didn't give me even if I wanted to enter this trade, it didn't give me a good, it gave me a good chance to get into this trade at all. Because normally when it does this, all right, cool. It did a higher low, but at least come on. That's why I have this marked up. I see a little resistance right here, which is the last lower low that I see going up top. So this is a resistance right here. So I expected it to come down here, at least touch the major level. Like why not? Why not touch the major level? But I guess I could have played this on the 5 and 8 cross for an aggressive entry because I've been using these 5-8 crosses to exit, but I might get into some aggressive entries with them as well. It's just a little iffy because they always intertwine with each other, so it's gonna be very hard to actually get into trades. But not hard, but it's gonna you have to be on your toes for this. So with the 5 and the 8, and then you gotta have an iffy stop loss. But at the same time, it's really helpful for exits and entries. I just wanted, my personal confirmation is a higher high, higher low. It's not gonna make a higher high, but it's gonna make like a dip right here. At least I wanted this major level to actually reject, like it did over here. Feel me? But all in all, like this could have been a better trade if I looked at this higher low right here. I would have been all right, cool. Maybe dumb it down to the 5 minute. Dumbing down to the 5 minute, would have seen this little candle right here, this rejection. Probably got a sniper entry with that right on this MA cross right here, and then just kept riding it up. But I wasn't feeling it. But at the end of the day, I didn't lose money that day, so I think I alternated with GJ anyway, so it was fun. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, I don't think none of y'all into this trade either. Um, but then it kept breaking high highs and high lows, so that means I can get another entry. So that was good. So as I went up here, I caught it around here. Even though the timing was off, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take my shot, and then try to get to this entry right here. And it worked out for a little bit. I think it did hit TP for 50 pips, but I was holding it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so at this point, I was holding my trade. I was holding my trade, and then it even come down here again. So it was a good thing I did enter right before everything started to slow down, because it even touched this mid level again. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like be a little bit more aggressive with the timing, because like what I've been seeing is like the timing's a little off. Like it's been shooting up during non-volatile times, and it's been slowing down during volatile times, and it's been setting up during volatile times as well, and then not setting up during non-volatile times. So it's basically backwards right now. I don't know if it's seasonality or whatever, but hopefully when March rolls around and summer comes around, like it's gonna be all back to normal like last year. Because last year was fire. Last year was mad fire for entries and everything. It was mad. It was just a lot of structure. It made it very simple to enter trades. But that's what it's setting up for. Like everything's dropping right now. That's what it's setting up for. And then we could potentially get in some good entries to hold for the whole summer. That's what I'm trying to do. No, no funny. I'm trying to hold it for the whole summer. But back to this, like, yeah. So I got into this entry right here on the high or low. And it was just intertwining. We're just going back and forth. I was like, you know what? I have my stuff at break even. Nah, it was not at break even. I'm sorry. It was at what's the name? A 10 pip stop loss. So the worst I could lose is 10 pips. So normally, like old me, I would have closed this because it was kind of iffy for me. But at the same time, I was like, you know what? What is there to lose? Like if it comes back here, maybe I can get another entry if I wanted to. But it came shy of it. Nonetheless, it still broke up. Um, so that happened and broke up high, low. This is another missed entry that I had due to timing, because this was a really, really bad time. Like it was 4 o'clock right before the market closed, and it did this. Like, why? Why now? Why now? And then as you can see, it just did a 200 pip shoot up for no reason. Like no 150. I'm sorry, 150 pips. No, at least I was in here. I would have been so pissed if I wasn't in here. And I missed this whole move. But I closed my profit all the way up here. Not even all. It closed down here. So I had 150 pips with it. I think I had 2 entries. Because I entered again on a high. No, I only had 1 entry. But yeah, like that was crazy. This was crazy. This was nuts. And then it double top right here, and then started to go down. I did try to check my shot right here, because it was just consolidating. As you can see on the hour. Hold on, let me just go on the replay so it won't back me up. Hop on the hour. Right, you see all this works right here. This was a shot I took. I broke even, as you can see, because I don't like now. I'm trying to take more than 50 pips plays. So if it's going up 50 pips, that's break even mode. If it's going more than 50 pips, I'm moving my stop loss until I hit 100 pips at least. I'm not taking no trade out unless it's 100 pips. Like, and if obviously if I see a reversal pattern, double top or something, not making high highs, I'm probably gonna take it out. But like in general, like it's either break even or 100 pips for me right now. But yeah, let me just get out of replay mode. But yeah, as you can see, it went up 50 pips, came down, higher low, came up, made a higher high. I got an entry right here. I expected it to come make a higher low again right on this mid level. Got stopped out, as you can see. And then it was just intertwining. So I was like, you know what? All right, cool. It might just go down. So I'm not gonna even get into this trap. I'm just gonna go to sleep. And when I woke up, it got broke even. It got broke even. And then now we have this rally going down. So this is actually gonna set up a nice trade for us going into the week of this week or next week. Either way, like we're gonna get some nice entries for buys, because like you guys all know, like we want to buy low and then sell high. So sellers did their job. Sellers did their job apparently. They probably got into here, this double top right here. Maybe took some profit down here. That's what happened, and then it just continued down. So this double top was actually the first sign, and then 1, 2, gone. So like this is really like this. I'm kind of mad because like it just dropped like crazy. Like it dropped like 300 pips in like in a day. 283 pips in a day. I'm like, really, bro? Like, come on. I couldn't get that in a buy, bro. I couldn't get 280 pips in one day in a buy. Like, come on, bro. This happened with all the pairs too. Like, it was nuts. But you know, it's gonna set us up for a good buy, and I'm not too pissed about it. It's all good. I'm not even a seller anyway, so I'm not even tripping. But yeah, that's how it went. And then, you know, this was the end. I didn't even trade last night because, you know, I knew it was gonna keep dropping. So I was like, you know what, let me just go to sleep, have a good night's sleep, get ready for the weekend, study weekend, and then, you know, get ready for the week coming up. Um, but yeah, like there was really no entries. Like if it was a seller, like I'll just go over some seller entries real quick. Like this is exactly what you wanted. Maybe not this. Like this was the first sign. All right, big rejection. But I thought at this point it was just, you know, like exhausted. It was just exhausted, to be honest. I didn't know it was gonna do this. Like I did enter here. That's what I did. I did enter here again. And then it went on 50 pips and just dropped, broke even. I love break even, I guess. Like I lost no money, so. But yeah, this is exactly what sellers want. Double top right here. If you scaled in on a 5 minute, on a 5 minute, not really. I was gonna say a lower low, lower high. This is a lower high, but it's not really like, you know, that valid. But nonetheless, it's still a lower high. So I think the safest entry would have been right here. If you got that, congrats to you. You just made like a whole bunch of money. If you didn't and you're a buyer, you know we're gonna make a whole bunch of money anyway because we're gonna sell that. I'm gonna buy it low. So yeah, so that's cool. So it came down. If you guys wanted to get in again, you would have got in over here. Have on a 15. Yeah, most definitely try to find an entry over here on the mid level because lower low, lower high. You see some support right here, so it's a perfect low reversal. For you know that reversal, for that reversal, obviously. Um, so yeah, as you can see, made a lower low, lower high. If you wanted to get into that again, you would have made a lower low, lower high, and then this kind of stalled out over here, and then came up 50 pips. If you would have sold this right here, I wouldn't be mad at it. A lot of resistance. New York session, good time. At that point, it just shot up. Like probably took the sellers out. Yeah, you guys would have been pissed. Probably took the sellers out. Manipulation just broke up and then just shot down. So yeah, I would understand your pain if that happens. Plus, that was like a bunch of pips too, like going up. Like 20. No one's having a 30 pip stop loss. So like, damn, that's disappointing. So I don't know if y'all got stopped out of here or if you was lucky enough to hold the trade from over here, you would have been straight. That's why I'm trying to hold a lot of trades too, because if I get stopped out, at least I still have a profit from the other trade too as well. So in case it does keep going down. But I'll talk about that, you know, later on. Probably in future lessons. But at that point, like sellers, you had no more. Well, you only had a few options. Like it dropped, it did a lower low, lower high on this mid level right here. It dropped again, and then now it's bullshitting right now. So you really have nothing to do right now. I have a feeling to keep going lower because USD is strong right now. As you can see, boom, GBP is weak. So you know, put two and two together, it's going the opposite way. It's going to hell. So you know, watch out for that. Um, but yeah, I think that's enough for GU. Hopefully, it does come down to my buy zone of right here. This is my predicted buy zone right here. As you can see, there's a lot of wicks, but obviously, I will talk more about my plans on Sunday. But if this come down right here, bro, I am being very aggressive. I'm gonna wait for my normal, you know, double bottom, high, low situation. I might even, you know, I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna enter right here, and then I'm gonna get another entry right here. All right. But all I know is like this is my buying price. I'm not missing my buying price. If I do, then I'm gonna have to quit because this is nonsense. Like I can't keep missing plays like this. Every time I plan something out, it just goes the opposite way. But not even the opposite way. It just does it, but not the way I like it. So it's all good. But onto GJ. Does anybody have any questions so far before I go on? GJ obviously did the same thing. Was it 22nd? So GJ, I'm very mad at GJ because it did me dirty again and again. So where was I? 22. All right, cool. So I remember I got an entry somewhere around here. All right, this was Sunday. All right, cool. So I remember I got an entry all around here. It was around this mid level, I think. I was looking. It was just a bunch of rejections, so I just took my shot somewhere around here. I think it was on mid level right here on a 5 minute time frame. So he was even down here. But yeah, as you can see, I was in profit, and then it just shot down for no reason, and then it just kept going up. So I got some entries right here again. I lost money again. And I got this entry right here, but I took it out. So like, just a lesson for you guys: just if you place an entry, do not take it out like that. Like, just have that rule for yourself. Do not take it out ever, because you never know what could happen. So I mean, like if you enter a trade and you're sure of it, and it does be a little iffy sometimes, just leave it. Just leave it alone, because at the same time, at the end of the day, like, you did your job already, so you're chilling. So if you're buying the support right here, like I did, and you got out somewhere around here because you were scared, like that's not a good answer. So yeah, I kind of missed this nice entry right here. But the entry you guys could have got into was somewhere around here as well, like I did. This was a good this was a battle between sellers and buyers right here. As you can see, there's a big support. There's a big resistance right here, big support right here. Obviously, as a buyer, obviously I want to support, and I got an upper advantage because it was a higher low situation. So at that point, I thought it was good to get into this trade. It broke down again, so I lost $30 in this. Came back down, got this entry, I got out of it. But the reason I entered in the first place was because on the left right here, a lot of resistance. So this is, some things you guys want to look for, a lot of resistance to potentially be a lot of support. And it had a lot of wicks right here. So, put two and two together, that's a good entry right there. So yeah, it did work out very, very beautifully. And then, nonsense happened again. So I think I got in over here. Yeah, this wasn't even the trade I was mad at. It was this nonsense, like dirty, dirty. So I missed this entry right here because I didn't see no wicks, no nothing. So it didn't make a high, low. I kind of expected it to come off this resistance, as you can see, come off this resistance to come down to retest. But it didn't do none of that. So I had to, be a little aggressive with this pair and actually try to get in at this last high, aka the last resistance that was giving me problems before. So I did get into some entries right here. I went to the gym. I was up, and then yeah, as you can see, nonsense. So not only I still lost 10 pips, but like at the same time, it's just frustrating because like this, like why, why? But it's all good. I could have got an entry right here, but I was like, I figured it was too late to even get into entries right now, and then soon enough, it just sparked up. So yeah, I got robbed. I got robbed bad. Could have made. I would have held this pair too. So I was right here. Another 170 I got robbed of. But yeah, the reason I entered this was because of this. As you can see, same thing as usual. Resistance, high on top, support, boom, as you can see, just took off. This would have been another entry right here, but timing was an issue. This was during 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and I was like, nah, market is about to close. There's no reason I should get into this trade. And then give me no other chances to even get into this trade. So I was like, wow, okay. All right, cool. So I think I'm gonna do a back testing over this weekend to see if these type of trades actually occur often during this type of year, because last year was not doing this at all. So I'm just gonna do a little back test in time and see like if it's a good idea to even buy or do anything during these times where the market's about to close or it's gonna slow down or there's nothing going on at all. Like, because lately every shot I would have took would have been clean, but the timing was off, rejection was off, like everything was just off in my opinion. But obviously, the market's opinion, it was perfect. But yeah, it shut up again. I would have got another entry right here on top of this entry right here, so it would have been doubled down, probably 300 up. And then yeah, it showed no more love for me. So it showed no more love for me again. Was expecting this. Like, these are the type of entries I normally take. And then for sellers, you're mad happy because you see this resistance right here, and then you see a potential double top right here. But you didn't get too excited because it did, kept going up. You probably took a shot right here as well, double top. If it did make a lower low, lower high, this is what it would have looked like. Double top, boom, boom, lower low, lower high, right on top, right between, right there. So this is a perfect role reversal that you guys should, account for if you are a seller. This is exactly what you want. Double top, lower low, lower high, gone. So, if you guys are a seller and, are selling pairs, this week or next week, just keep that in mind. Like whenever you're trying to get to a reversal pattern, all right? Because I'm expecting buys maybe in the middle of next week. So, we're going to be battling. All right. But nonetheless, it came up. You guys would have probably got stopped out. And stopped over here. I think this was, I didn't even mark on my charts after this point because I was pissed. But yeah, at this point, what was this? Nah, I didn't trade. I didn't trade last night. But knowing me, I would have definitely took this shot right here. What was this morning? Oh no, that was yesterday morning. Yeah, I would have definitely took the shot right here. I probably didn't, but no, I did. I remember I did. I did take the shot and I was up a little bit and I was at the gym. I didn't see it double top. If I see it in double top, I would have got out. But I lost 10 pips from this. As you can see, that's when the drop actually started to happen. So normally, this is what sellers actually wanted. Like I said on the previous example right here, double top. All right, cool. If you was a little, conservative and you didn't want to enter that double top, you don't want to be the first one in. Perfectly fine. Wait for that lower low, lower high. The problem was USD was so strong and GBP was so weak, and probably there was no buyers in this pair at all. And probably even no sellers. There's probably a profit taking zone somewhere. I don't know. Like it just collapsed. It just collapsed. Yeah. So like that was the end of the buying. And then that was probably the end of the week, to be honest with you. So I had one more chance right here to actually try to get a higher high, and then it failed, collapsed on me. But it's all good. At least we know what we're doing at least, so we can get ready for next week and actually try to get better long-term entries, because that's what I've been having trouble with, long-term entries. But yeah, like nonetheless, it was still a good week. I was still up for the week. Would have been up like a K, but like it's all good. A couple hundred, couple 300, so it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I don't think I have any pairs. I did trade NZD JPY. That's another pair I added to my arsenal as well. So what was the 22nd? I answered this late. Yeah, right there. So if you guys were eyeing NZD JPY, I didn't enter none of this. But if you guys wanted to, you could have got an entry right here at 10 o'clock. You would have seen on an hour. That would have been a nice wick right there. So that would have been a clean move for you guys. But the way I entered was down here, actually. I entered down here at the 78. And then, high, low. This is like perfect. If you guys ever see this in an uptrend, please, like, do me a favor, take that shot. Like every time, even though if you're not iffy, the worst you lose is like 10 pips, because like there should be no reason you should be making a lower low if it's making a higher low. All right. So take this shot every time. High, low. This is a perfect uptrend right here. Feel me? High, low. High, low. High. We're getting a high low right here, but nonetheless, it just floated up with the moving averages. Boom, high, low. This was a lucky entry. Like it does not do this when it's like following the moving averages. So you better take your shot right there. And that's what I did exactly. So I held this pair all the way up to 79 too. So it was a clean 100 pips that I took. I got a little skate right here, but nonetheless, like it's all discipline. You just gotta hold it. And the worst I could have lost was like 50. Not lose, but the worst I could have did was make $50. Make $50. So it was a win-win regardless, because I had to move my stop loss to the mid-level, right under the mid-level. So it was a good, it was a good entry regardless. All right. So yeah, as you can see, it just went up 100 pips. And then yeah, that was the last of it as well. It just collapsed. Like everything JPY, USD, everything is just resetting. So just be ready. These next 2 weeks are going to be very critical. Hopefully, it keeps selling until I get to my point of interest that I really want to buy at, and then we're gonna be outie. We're gonna be outie with nice entries, nice holds, nice swing trades, nice sniper entries, nice everything. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna hop off this. If you guys don't have any questions, comments, concerns, I'm gonna hop off this. I'm gonna see you guys back in the community. And yeah, don't take this weekend off like usual. All right, like no parties, no nothing. Can't even party on COVID. Like it's COVID. But like if you have the free time, like yo, study, back test, watch my recent my past live streams to actually know how I plan. Feel me? Like you have so many resources in front of you guys. Like you have 1v1s with me, 1v1s with Carlos. Like you guys have to, actually try to, get into the swing of things. All right. We are always here for you guys. We're always trying to get you guys better. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna hop off this, guys. Hit me up with any questions you have in the community. And then yeah, let's just get this bread for next week. All right. See you guys on Sunday for my planning, my pregame planning. And then